playing from right to left in all red outfit with white trimmings. And the visiting side, Warri Wolves, are in all blue with white trimmings as well. Beautifully contrasting colors. And we're just settling down for the kickoff here. Incidentally, all league matches in Nigeria were postponed from yesterday, and so all of them are taking place today. And that's talking about with 23 games. And we're off and away. It is Warri Wolves with the kickoff. As I told you earlier, playing from left to right on your screen. Long lob forward is searching. And these two sides made a lot of changes. Some of them actually made changes in mid-season. And we want to see how those changes can impact on the clubs. As we told you earlier, Heartland received the matching orders, well, an ultimatum from the management that they've got to up their act. But some people are rather feeling sympathetic about Heartland, considering the number of players they have in the national teams, and they had to do without them for quite some time now.
A foul, still early days yet, but that will be advantage to the visiting side, Warri Wolves. The first time these two sides met this season, in week 2, it was a 4-goal thriller in Warri. Heartland just missing out on the 3 points after conceding a late equalizer from a player who did go to Warri Wolves at the beginning of this season, Emmanuel Omodiagbe. It's also very instructive here to note that 2 players on the Warri Wolves side did move to were bought from Heartland at the beginning of this season.
Obviously, 2 sides quite familiar with each other, and so we expect a cliffhanger today. Good football, nothing less.
Boy, I don't know if you've noticed as well, the pitch is in fine fettle. It looks like a very good playing surface today.
Indeed it does, and perhaps the management are just beginning to get it right across the country in terms of maintenance of the playing facilities. Hyosun, handball that time, strapping young man that has taken the nation and indeed the whole world by storm. Top scorer, the recently concluded WAFU competition. And of course, clearly the shining light of the Nigerian side in that tournament, where we finished a painful second to Togo, the Hawks of Togo, flying higher than the Eagles, which ordinarily would be unimaginable. Hyosun, and the top forward. It's a good run, well, eventually clever move there by Efe Yarere, wearing the captain's armband in place of substantive captain, who is Good Luck on Namado.
Good luck on Namado. We did here. He's down, was struck down with a bout of the flu. He's recovered well enough to take his place on the substitutes bench for this cracking encounter.
Long throw into the box, but not much damage done there. And a good clearance coming from Warri Wolves. Powerful header, powering it away. We have some really big players on the side of Warri Wolves. And the flag stays down there. The goalkeeper had to improvise. A clever one from Basi Akpan, ex-junior international. And his Warri Wolves looking good now. He's Hyosun with the ball. 2 men, 3 men converging on him. He's brought down. It's a free kick. A free kick to Warri Wolves, which is a little bit questionable. It looked like a good tackle to me. But then I'm not the referee. And that's why I have the microphone and he has the whistle.
Well, his 2 legs were taken from under him. That was actually a good dribble. Put it through the legs of Kingsley Salami. and the player had no option but to take both his feet off him. But this has presented a sort of opportunity to Warri Wolves to strike from distance. That's about 25 yards away from target. Let's see what they can produce from there.
Ike, thank God, is there. Emao Lowy has a blistering shot. We're aware of that. And Igbogun thinks that this might just be the beginning of things to happen here for him. We're on 5 minutes. It's still goalless. And the free kick now comes, and it's not, well, not on target. It had some power behind it, but eventually it really didn't. Sorry, that was taken by Michael Egbeta. And indeed, I was talking about Ima Omodiagbe, who was also there. Not Ike, thank God. Ike, thank God, is for Heartland.
And those two men have been on the score sheet for Wolves this season, both purchased from Heartland by Wolves at the start of the season. They've really done a lot to help Wolves into third position on the log, but what Wolves desire really is the top position, and that's a coming together. They are very crunchy indeed, and I think another free kick advantage going to the visitors.
Efe Yerere was slammed into there, and the referee, well, he rules that he actually did the slamming into, and those are two players going down in a heap. Warri Wolves, Ejosun, predatory Ejosun. Oh, the defender missing there. Ejosun still struggling, but at the end is the Heartland defenders, especially Chinedu Efu, wearing the captain's armband, that was able to get the ball away. Counter-attack on now for Heartland. A little bit tentative. They didn't look like they knew exactly what they wanted to do with that one. And Warri Wolves thankfully were able to intervene and clear the ball away. Ball is kept in. A pass miscued, and it is Wolves coming back now. A good run from that angle from Sunday Mba. Free kick. And almost a bookable offense, you want to say, Kelechi.
Well, you think it's not quite. I think that's bookable because that was a cynical foul committed that time by Mineo Joe, who was purchased just a mid-season from Rangers International by Warri Wolves, who really have raided the top Nigerian club sides for their best players.
A show of intent, a statement of intent with regard to this year's league season. And that's what happens when some clubs have the financial muscle to get certain things done. It's a free kick to Heartland. From a good position. An outswinger that could be connected. And the ball flies up. They're going very high, but no problem at all for goalkeeper Chigozie Agbim.
Chigozie Agbim, it seems a long time ago now that he was voted the best goalkeeper of the first stanza. He did come up with quite a number of wonderful saves.
Well, almost a speculative shot, but coming there without waste of time from Suleiman Ahmed, who indeed was also bought mid-season from Enyimba International. A left footer that almost caught goalkeeper Chigozie Agbim napping, but not quite.
I was just talking about his exploits in the first half of the season. Many did question why he never did get invited to the home-based Super Eagles squad. Rather, players who were built not to be as good as him, but that time another clash of heads there, and coming worse off. That's Michael. That's actually Manuel Omodiagbe. He really looks dazed, and that was a real coming together. I think he got more of the impact from his own teammate, Chimezemba. Well, head injuries really very, very serious. The way he went down, thrown flat on his back. This man, Paul Igbogun, will be wishing he is not as badly hurt as it looks. Igbogun, one of the better coaches in the Premier League, noted for his savvy technical skills. Certainly wishing the best for Emmanuel Omodiagbe. He did go down very, very badly.
Well, the referee is gesticulating that they should take him off the pitch, but I think that sometimes immediate treatment, first aid, first attention is very, very necessary. And so the referee should not be in a hurry to tell them to stretcher him out, because he is not, well, as far as we know here, is not the medical chief for the club.
The Croy finally fully in charge of Heartland, although he's got his lieutenants on the bench beside him. Former Super Eagles coach Christian Chukwu and Emmanuel Osigwe, who did take over Heartland in temporary capacity, though with some string of underwhelming results.
Giant figures of the defenders of Warri Wolves, making life quite difficult for the attack of Heartland. We have a booking there, Kelechi.
Yeah, it's as if he's gone to one of the league's top scorers, Kigo Hilton. He's complaining. I think he did talk out of turn. The way that was flashed, there are three players in there. The captain for the day, Efeyere, was there. Kigo Hilton complaining, and the other player who was there is Michael Egbeta. I think he is the one who is booked. He also was pleading his innocence, but that got no dice with Shola Gabriel Solomon. Let's see exactly what he did here. Playing the ball after the whistle had gone. And he was not going to get away without a caution. So Michael Egbeta booked for the visitors for dissent.
A very early yellow card in the game here. Just on 12 minutes, and we have the first booking already. Going to Warri Wolves, Michael Egbeta. Well, another crunching tackle. And of course, trust some players to know how to make a meal of certain events, just like you saw there. And the moment they get the call, up they come again, and the game goes on. Ebuka Okafor was the actor there.
From the replay I saw, I thought that was a stud-sub, two-footed stud-sub challenge by Emmanuel Olowo.
Corner kick. If memory serves me right, the first corner kick in this game. And it's coming to Warri Wolves. Now, would that be described as a measure of the pressure? It's early days yet. But then things have been known to start happening right from the blast of the first whistle. And that corner kick now coming to Warri Wolves. Able to make it an in-swinger. It blasts it a long way off and over and